Good evening, my name is Zoo and I hate video games. Welcome to the show. We can call it a show, right? That's pretty good. Tonight we're going to continue book 2 of Joe Deaver's Lone Wolf. Let's see, I see Mox and Bad Road. No, Christie's here. Xenon, who has subscribed for 24 months. That's 2 years. What the hell? We've been doing this for 2 fucking years. That's just wow. And she's been right there with us the whole time. I'm also eating candy, so I apologize for any horrible sounds you hear. Fortunately, the compressor is pretty good at weeding out chewing. So we're only in book 2, and there's 4 books, so we're still going to be at this for a while. I say hi to I said hi to Bad Road. Hi, Bad Road again. You get 2 highs. Just share the candy, it'll be fine. I did. I shared the candy with everyone close by. In other words, Christy. There's good candy. Alright, I gotta put this aside so I can actually, read. It's dots, too, so it takes forever to swallow. 1 second. The night is still young and you must push on. Your muscles ache with combat fatigue, but you dare not stop to rest. The main enemy outpost is nearby, and once you find it, perhaps you will also discover the way to Vitag. Whatever lies ahead in the northern area of the Sunken Forest, you vow to face and defeat it. Alright, so we've just crossed the bridge, I believe. So we're going to head from the gate over to this place. Yes, I'll email you some candy. We'll get right on that. First, we have to invent the technology, and in order to do that, we must create the universe. Ooh, probably shouldn't be quoting him right now. Do you want to write your story from here? You reach a small clearing that is dominated by a large mound of ancient snow-covered debris. Climb to the top of the mound and you're treated to a moonlit view of the sunken forest to the north of the chasm. In the ashen light, you can see Vitag perched in the northwest rim of the crater. It is a chilling sight. You can head directly toward the enemy fortress, which is obviously the most direct approach, or you can choose to explore the eastern area of the forest and look for another way to reach Vitag. Wow, not much happened here. I actually don't know what we should do here. We can either head to the eastern wilderness to look for a less direct route where we could sneak in, or we can head straight for it. I have a feeling something bad is going to happen either way. I think we'd better be careful. Hey, Andy, good to see you. Or we could wizard hat. That's true. Maybe. You push through the forest until you stumble upon some fresh tracks that have been left in the snow. You suspect that they were made by the booted feet of the Dracarim. Your suspicions are quickly confirmed when a Dracarim patrol appears nearby. The Dracarim leader tells his soldiers to draw their weapons, then he orders one of them to go back to their camp and raise the alarm. You must act quickly if you're to prevent the Dracarim runner from carrying out the order. Alright, we can count on our alacrity to stop the Dracarim runner from getting away. We can rush toward the Dracarim runner, forcing him to join the fight. Or we don't master this discipline. I think we're going to rush him to force him to join the fight. Because again, I do want to gain more HP. You decide that attack is your best form of defense for this situation. With unnerving speed, you draw your weapon and rush toward the enemy line. This unexpected turn of speed and aggression unsettles the Dracarim. You're able to barge aside 2 of the enemy and reach the Dracarim runner before he can get away. Your swift attack has been very effective, but it has also left you vulnerable to attack from the runner's angry comrades. Quickly, they close around you and launch a flurry of strikes. Alright. Let's hit some guys with other guys. Now, bring it on. Rude. I guess he did just do what I told him to. Maybe I should have expected that. Oh, shit. Alright. We're gonna start this out using our big ol' AoE attack. Because fuck yeah. Shit. I couldn't get it to cancel out of the menu for a second. That was strange. Alright, let's go with camo. And then we're gonna start our attacks. Yeah, there's definitely more dudes. The runner was the first of many. There we go. Took out the runner. Alright, now we're gonna try and take out the second unarmored. That's a start. Will a weak hit do it? It will. Excellent. And now he's gonna call friends. Shit. Should have expected that. Fortunately, they're much smaller friends. And there goes Camo. You should do that at the end of the round. So I keep telling myself and then not doing it. Oh! Alright, we've got survival. We can sunder his armor. That should let us do a bit more damage. And heal ourselves up. Oh shit. Hopefully we won't die just right here in this round. Not enough stamina to do any of that. We can, however, restore a bit more health with the crossbow. No, still not enough to use the Sama Sword again. How about we, do this? Oh. But did not click quite in time. Oops. There we go. That should help. And this should take out the armored fella. Perfect. And now we're just gonna stab him real fucking good. Hey, Xenon. And Jamie. You were saying hi to Jamie. I already greeted you. Hi, Jamie. I'ma punch this goblin real good. Oh, not quite enough. Shit. That's alright. That's alright. We can summon Puppy. And Puppy will finish him off. I mean, the goblin started it, in all fairness. Still not ready to use the sword. Puppy go bitey bite. Ow. Yeah, that's all I was waiting for. That slow draw is so good. Alright, and for loot, we got Tunnel Sweeper, Volco Tincture, new Elixir, ooh, a single explosive bolt, and if we got space, I guess I'll take the knives too. That slow draw very much is so good, right? You hurry away from the clearing along the track on which the Dracarim first appeared. There are many footprints in the snow, and you're fearful of encountering more of the enemy ahead. You take to the trees, and your caution is soon rewarded. You arrive at the edge of a large Dracarim encampment. The stiff bodies of Dracarim soldiers are piled in a heap at one side of the camp, opposite several... I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Let me look this up.
Bivouac.
Bivouac. I want to make sure that's correct. Temporary camp. No, I know what it is, I just have no idea how to pronounce it. Or I do have an idea. Yeah, bivouac. Alright. How it looks, effectively. You were right, Christy, thank you. Alright, opposite several that are guarded by a handful of troops. And then I managed to avoid reading the word. A Dracarim commander is barking orders. Something fatal and unforeseen has happened here, and you're determined to find out what it is. In the midst of the bivouac stands a tent that is much larger than the others. It is the Dracarim commander's tent. It may contain the answer to this mystery. I was sitting here about to type bivouac, like that would tell you how to pronounce it, right? Alright, we can stealth. We can make for the tents, or we may be spotted any moment and resolve to make a run for the tent. Well, in this case, I don't think charging in is a good idea, so we're gonna stealth. Using your camouflage skills, you scurry between the bivouacs and enter the leader's tent unseen. It is unoccupied and contains only a camp bed and a folding table with a pouch made from yak hide on it. You flip it open and discover a written report. You keep this Dracarim report. It may contain useful information, but you have no time to decipher it now. You wait until it's safe to leave, then you make your way stealthily across the encampment and escape into the beyond. The Dracarim are left completely unaware of your passage through their camp. Beyond the encampment lies an expanse of dense timberland. You push deeper into this thick forest until you feel sure there are no enemies nearby. Now you stop to rest and examine the Dracarim report. From what you're able to decipher of the Gyak script, you learn that an attempted mutiny took place in the encampment. A rival Dracarim captain, with an old score to settle, mustered half the camp and tried to kill the leader and take command. Unfortunately for them, the commander was meeting with the elite Gorgas when the revolt started, and it made short work of the mutineers and their luckless captain. The frozen corpses you saw piled opposite the bivouacs are their last remains. The Gorgas is referred to as Red Fang. It is the highest ranking of all enemies operating in the sunken forest. The report also says that after the revolt was quelled, Red Fang returned to its post. So, that's just a ripoff of White Fang, right? Right? That's... I probably had a joke here, but I forgot as soon as I got to White Fang. Lone Wolf, White Fang, Red Fang, what's the difference? It has been tasked with guarding an ancient Chianti portal which is located to the northeast. Beyond the portal are a network of tunnels, one of which leads to the Tog. Are the Gorgas the crocodilians who work with Gyak and Dracarim? Yes, I believe so. You say White Fang, I say Red Fang, let's call the whole thing off. It is by this way that the Gyaks and Dracarim have invaded the sunken forest, and it is the way along which all the loot from Rockstarn is being transported to the Darklands fortress. You allow yourself a wry smile. You've discovered the way you must go in order to complete your mission. Well, good. I do want to point out that that is actually to the northwest and not the northeast. Let's not meditate for now, we still have some food. You push deep into the darkening forest, heading northeast. Northwest. Still northwest. The moonlight is obscured by the thick canopy of pine's branches, and the surrounding shrubs and bushes become harder to avoid in the inky darkness. Planet rotates the other way. Ah, okay. Suddenly a scream pierces the night. It's the fearful cry of a young woman. It is Leandra, and she is in trouble. You hear distant growls of the enemy, and they galvanize you into action. You turn in the direction of Leandra's plaintive scream and hurry as fast as you can through this difficult timberland. You know that she's brought this upon herself, but you feel compelled nonetheless to go to the aid of this feckless girl. I disagree, she has lots of fecks. You push deep into the darkening forest. Sounds like something you'd read in an erotic novel. I will not argue with that. Alright, and as I have said, any time we have a chance to rely on Puppy, we will rely on Puppy. She has the feck of 20 lesser inventors! That's right. Using your Kai discipline, mentally you search the surrounding pines for animals to call upon for help. You detect nothing until you turn to your right. You sense that a large, warm-blooded animal is less than 100 yards away from where you're standing. You move toward the creature's location and discover an old gray Dernkrag bear occupying a hollow covered by pine roots. He's in the early stages of hibernation and does not hear your approach. To wake the creature from its long winter sleep will cause it much discomfort. Mountain bears have been disturbed during hibernation, are known to roar wildly and attack the first thing they set eyes upon. Armed with this knowledge, you retreat to a safe distance before you dare awaken the sleeping bear. You're hoping that its waking roar will distract the enemy, now threatening Leandra. You command the bear to awaken, and, as expected, it gives vent to several ferocious roars that shatter the silence. You hurry in the direction of Leandra's cry, and soon you reach the edge of a clearing strewn with chips of rock and shale. A patrol of Dracarim is standing across the clearing. They're leaving to investigate the noise. Beyond them, you can see Leandra. She's being held by a Dracar who is surrounded by Gyaks. You see her bring her booted foot down hard on her captor's leather-clad toes, making the Drakkar groan and lose his grip on Leandra's arms. The moment she's free, Leandra draws her crossbow and attempts to load it. Her captors are unaware of your presence, and you use this to your advantage. Boldly, you leap from the tree line and launch a surprise attack. That's a pretty good attack. Look at that. No, that sword goes right into the guy's chest. Leandra does a weird, like, comic book pose. Yeah, that went pretty well. As you run, you notice that something is wrong with Leandra. Her movements are slower than you remember from your first encounter. She must be wounded. You shout encouragement, urging her to get away and seek cover in the dense forest. For once, she seems to take heed of your good advice. She's a JoJo. Wearing leather, stepping on people, making people groan and lose control of their fine motor skills. I mean, that's high fantasy for you. It basically is erotic fiction without as much of the eroticism. Oops, no, I don't want to destroy it. Meat soup. Fryland broth. There we go, now we're ready to fight. All we needed was to eat all the soup. Thank you for the quote, Mox, I just now noticed. Alright, let's feck them up. Ooh, we got boss music going. Huh. That's not good. Break his armor. Get hit. I guess that's what I get for talking shit. Alright, now we go camouflage. And parry, so the round ends. Dodge. We won't even counterattack on this one to save stamina. Alright, one down. Now, Somersword. Not quite. Ugh, still not quite. I could... yeah, might as well. Gotta use it for something. And he burns to death. Good. Here's our actual boss fight. I'm your bad guy this time! Alright, using up all that stuff, probably not a good idea. Ow. Alright, let's drink this. Not ideal. Not ideal. There we go. That should help. Won't be taking damage from him now. Ow! Rude. Ah, what an asshole. Alright, fine. I'm trying to heal up over here. Now, I can do more damage by attacking on my own. This is good, this is good. Oh, now he's gonna guard, huh? I see how it is. Can't stop me. Ah, now I'm not even poisoned anymore. He's still guarding. Which, you know, again, not terribly ideal. Now seems like a good time to either call Puppy or, whoops, or pick shit up and throw it. I guess we're gonna call Puppy. Ugh, still not ready. Alright. Get a little bit more attack in. There we go. This is good, this is good. Alright, he's gonna use his healing potion. Shit. Ow. Oh my god, still not enough. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not planning on attacking you right now. There we go. Lots of extra MP anyway. But I'm also about to die, which is not good. Not at all good. Alright. Let's see if I can fuck this guy up. Yeah, Puppy walks away. Ah, it's very annoying. But I think it actually gives us an opportunity. No, it's not ready. Oh, I hate it. See, that should have restored me to full health, but the thing that I needed to make it do that wasn't ready. Why do this is the question. First of all, I do this. So that I don't die. Second of all, I do this so that he dies. And finally, I do this. Alright. Ooh. Oh, that was close. I feel pretty good about that one. Ooh, I did not think we were gonna make that on the first try. Take those, we take the potion. Why is it not just letting me... Huh. Arbiter, that's a sword. It'll sell well anyway. Another tunnel sweeper. And more of these knives. We better, set our inventory up again. We don't have enough potions ready. Lobster tincture goes there. A little bit of those. And I guess the tunnel sweeper can be equipped too. As the last Dracarine patrol falls to your fatal blows, you rush across the clearing and enter the trees at the place where Leandra escaped. Her fresh tracks in the snow are easy to follow, and soon you catch up with her. She stopped to dress a wound in her upper right arm. At first she's startled by your sudden appearance, but she breathes a sigh of relief when she sees it's you and not a Dracar that has found her. You're going to be very direct. Leandra has to take her responsibilities, I assume that means seriously. I don't master this discipline, or you know how unnerving Leandra can be, but you try to be reasonable. This'll get us more HP, probably. And at this point, she is being kind of frustrating. It turns out that despite seeming very confident, competent, and skilled, she's still a teenager. You're still feeling shocked by what has happened, and you cannot contain your frustration with her. She ran away and needlessly endangered her life. Following me was not good enough. Now you have to make things even more complicated. I've given my vow to find and return your prototype. There's no need for you to be here risking your life like this. I may not be around to save you next time, you tell her bluntly. Leandra becomes defensive. She refuses to speak and she looks at you with a deep frown. In this uneasy silence, you examine her arm. You're relieved to find that it's a flesh wound, made by an untainted blade. It appears the Dracarine wanted to interrogate her thoroughly before putting her to the sword. At length, she tries to explain her actions. You're aware my prototype harnesses Shanti power, and you've seen what the cubes can do, for good and for ill. The enemy must have learned of my work from a spy, but they made a wrong assumption. They mistook my work for my father's. I believe they thought my prototype was constructed wholly of Bronin, which explains why they looted all the Bronin they could find. It makes my blood boil that they don't even understand what they have in their hands. How was I to know that the enemy would launch an attack on the village just to steal my invention? I can't undo what's happened, but I refuse to stand idly by while the Dark Lords misuse my prototype. So be it, you say with a measure of exasperation. Just count yourself very fortunate I was in the area of the forest. As you will not do the right thing and return to the mines, I shall tell you what I have discovered so far. I found that the location of the passage to Vitag lies to the east. There's a grand portal which is guarded by a powerful Gorgaz. I'm heading there directly. If you really want to help me, you can. But you'll have to do so on my terms. Leandra looks to the ground. Her frighteningly close and painful encounter with the Dracarine captor is still vivid in her mind. Reluctantly, she nods in agreement as she strives to get back on her feet. Alright. These two are this close to actually seeing eye to eye now. Alright, let's try this. Hopefully not get attacked in the middle of meditating. Hasn't happened yet, that doesn't mean it won't. Excellent. How old is our character? I believe he's around 30 at this point. It depends on when in the story this happens. I'm assuming it happens after the book, so he'd be in his early 30s. That's if I'm remembering the books correctly, too. You both trek due east, moving steadily through the trees in single file with you in the lead. To hide our numbers, I suppose. Your thoughts are filled with trepidation as you draw closer to the gate to the Tog. At length, the trees thin out and you find yourselves in a sparsely wooded area strewn with ancient Chianti debris, the shattered remains of the highest parts of the temple. Broken statues and leaning columns cast sinister angular shadows across the frosty ruins. In the eerie distance, you see a great arched portal set into a towering monument of intricately engraved stone. Its surface shimmers and glistens in the moonlight, and its radiance illuminates several enemies that are encamped around the Great Gate. You spot Gyaks and Drakarim elites among them, and also a powerful Gorgaz gatekeeper. It is Red Fang. Awoo! Awoo, I say. Your mission is to pass beyond this gate. Now that your goal is in sight, you are determined more than ever to fulfill it, but the price may be high. The Great Gate is heavily guarded, and combat now looks unavoidable. With a hushed voice, you tell Leandra to leave the fighting to you. She's no match for the enemies at the gate. She looks at the distant Gorgaz and swallows hard. Without any reluctance, she agrees not to take part in the combat, but she is still determined to be of some use. If and when the fighting begins, it will be sure to draw the Drakarim and Gyaks away from their encampment. Once the camp is clear, she will search it for useful items and clues. You know there's no point arguing with her. Her mind is made up, and she will act with or without your permission. You nod your assent, and watch as Leandra circles around the perimeter of the temple. Ruins. When you lose sight of her, you advance toward the Great Gate, using the columns and statues to cover your approach. You are close to the approaches to the shimmering portal when you're spotted by a sharp-eyed Drakarim warrior. He raises the alarm and quickly is joined by several of his comrades, all heavily armed and ready to fight. Instinctively, you score the area for something you can use to hinder their swift advance. We can try to arrest the enemy's advance, study your surroundings to turn the tide of battle in our favor, or, thanks to the Kai discipline of mind over matter, we can hurl debris at them. Debris and refuse? My favorite! Shit. Your eye is caught by a leaning statue. It is almost at a tipping point, and it would not take much force to make it fall. Using your mind power, you focus on the base of the statue and cause the ancient rock to vibrate. With the loud crack of breaking stone, the statue topples over and falls onto the advancing Drakarim and Gyak. Your skillful Kai attack scatters the enemy ranks, earning you a tactical advantage in the combat which swiftly ensues. Alright, let's start it out with the summer sausage. Hell yeah, Lone Wolf, drop a train on him. Alright. Wow, this is nothing, huh? Now I'm going to do this so that I'm at full everything at the start of the next round. This guy's gonna drink a potion or nothing. Fine with me. Almost. There we go. There we go. Good old crossbows. This is the tactical advantage of falling statues. That's right. There we go. Hit him. Not that hard, unfortunately. Oh shit. Ugh. Gross. That's alright. Now we're gonna go camo. And you're apparently gonna guard. That's fine. You know what? Tunnel sweeper. Now you're on fire. Oh shit. Who's this Chungus? He's talking shit. Yeah, I figured he'd do that eventually. Gotta take him out one at a time, really. There's not much else for it. Multi-sword technology and kung fu grip. Fucking hell. I don't like how often they're able to do that. I wonder if this guy's stunnable. Guess we'll find out. The answer is yes, absolutely. Just keep woof woof aimed at the right guy so he doesn't accidentally unstun the one that I'm trying to kill. Or that I'm trying to keep stunned, rather. Ah, shit. Oh, that's so lame. RNG sucks. Fuck that guy. Damn it. Just realized I may have fucked this all the way up. Oh, I should have used my health potion. Now I'm gonna die. Never mind. We made it. Huh. Sunder his armor. That's a good start. Lower his defense a bit. There we go. Good stuff. Now he's stunned, too. Excellent. Can we stun this guy? Let's try it. How about this stuff? It's on fire. Well, it didn't stun him, but it did set him on fire. So, you know, it could be worse. This is cost $6.50. Let's do a quick hit, and then parry immediately. Alright, good start, good start. Still not quite ready. Oh, fuck. Ah, you jerk. I suppose I can just use Wolf's Jaw again. Fuck. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, let's just keep him stunned. Fuck, that hurts. There we go. Alright, we can finish this. Oh yeah, we can just... Oh no, that costs MP, right. Fuck. Hope and a prayer now. $5.17, this might do it. No, that did not do it. Ow. Yep, now we're fucked. I knew that was gonna happen. Is that enough? Is that enough MP? It is not. However, we can go camo mode, which actually will... That'll actually do it. Because he can't hit me now. Shit. Oh no! Yep, that's the end. That sucks. Oh, wow. I can't believe he survived with 30 HP. Once again, screwed by RNG. Give this another try. And I think we might have to fight the big lizard after that immediately, so that sucks. You're stunned. We got this, we got this. Fuck. That's alright, that's alright. We got this. Because this is gonna take this one out. We're gonna stab him real fucking good. Welcome back, Xenon. Soup and cookies. That's a pretty good mix. Alright, once all three of them are out, then I will use the Sommer Sword. Alright, here we go. You can't do shit, buddy. Fuck. That guy's gonna try and do shit. Alright, this is a good start. Right, now we're gonna use Mind Over Matter to stun him. No, wait, it doesn't stun in this area. That's right, it sets them on fire instead. Stun isn't ready. Shit. Ooh, that unstunned him when I did the third hit. That hadn't even occurred to me. Alright. Finish him off. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Fuck. Alright. Camouflage. Can't hit me now. I mean, if you say so. I think the Tunnel Sweeper will undo the guard. Is that a guard break? Oh, that sure the hell is a guard break. which means now I can stun him. And summon Puppy. Hell yeah, Puppy. Puppy fears no man. Well, that sucks. Harry. Yeah, I figured. What I'd be doing too if I was smart. Oh, still not ready. Oh, fuck. RNG is not good to me. Huh, that claims to stack up to 2 times, but it doesn't seem to work. Alright, stunned. Excellent. That's exactly what I needed to happen. A little more damage here. The puppy wanders off. Yeah, you drink a potion, that happens. And now you're dead. Very happy with that result, you know, him being dead. Ow. Not so happy with that one. Nothing to stun him with still. Let's give it a shot. Something that's not on fire? How about these? Those aren't on fire. Maybe it'll stun him. Yes! 420 HP, y'all. Alright, hopefully he does not get to attack in the intervening turn. And here we go. Fuck, I missed it. Oh, I wanted to restore all my MP. Oh wow. Okay, they're separating the 2 fights. That's good. I really thought Big Lizard was gonna step out of nowhere. Achievement unlocked, Gyak Hunter. Got a meal. More bolts, another explosive bolt, throwing knife, and some Lomspur oil. You leap over the bodies of your slain enemies and scurry away into the cover of the ruins. The noise of combat has alerted the remaining troops and the Gorgaz gatekeeper, and you're anxious to escape the area before they close in on you. You traverse the broken ground with stealth and emerge from the ruins, close to the enemy camp by the Great Portal. The area is deserted of enemies, and you see only one figure moving among the bivouacs. It is Leandra. You signal to her, and she responds by pointing to a mound of stone blocks near the arch of the simmering portal. You raise your palm to acknowledge her, and then you set off toward the mound at a run. This mound of frost-covered temple stones offers you both a good hiding place out of enemy sight. Leandra is the first to reach the mound, and she's eager to tell you what she's discovered as soon as you join her. I found the gate, but it's sealed, she says. They must have known we were coming. Leandra is anxious to tell you that the Great Gate is held shut by a type of lock you've both encountered before. The arched gate, which stood at the approach to the Chianti Bridge over the chasm, has a lock such as this. You notice that the tail of the Gorgaz is trembling as its massive hands tighten on the shaft of the great axe that it wields. The creature has picked up your scent. Forewarned, you know you must act quickly and decisively or you shall be overwhelmed. Hurriedly, you order Leandra to get back and stay hidden, reminding her that she is no match for these powerful foes. She accepts your command and you leave the cover of the mound, unsheathing the weapon as your enemy comes striding into view. Boldly, you pick your ground before the shimmering portal, and the outline of your body is silhouetted by its softly glistening rays. Now this is getting porny, huh? You now stand between the enemy and the Great Gate. You must defeat all of these foes before you can attempt to gain access to the way that lies beyond the ancient portal. Why can't I defeat all of these enemies? With military precision, the Dracarim and Gyaks form up in a protective semicircle around Red Fang. It's the largest of the species you've ever encountered, and you cannot help but be intimidated by its huge muscular chest and fang-filled maw. It fixes you with its murderous eyes. Is that okay, Bad Road? It fixes you with its murderous eyes, and then it pushes through the ranks of its Darklands troops and gives vent to a deafening roar that makes the ground shudder. You muster your courage and steel your nerves for the deadly combat that is about to begin. Yeah, the fights are starting to sound kinda sexy, I gotta admit. Equipment damage. Okay, that's what's going on. In order to repair, you must visit a merchant. Well, shit. Can't do that right now. Alright, that heals endurance as well. Elixir of Aid. It's poison. Right, deadly combat. What did I say? I'm running out of food and everything. Do I have anything to equip onto my final slot there? Not anything particularly effective now. Yeah, that'll do. That could be helpful, maybe. Give it a shot. You base your strategy on attacking first, and you charge your enemies with ardor. You don't master this discipline. You don't master this discipline. Or you taunt the Gorgaz in order to enrage it and take advantage of its lack of focus. I guess we're gonna charge. With reckless courage, you shout your proud battle cry, "For Summerland and the Kai!" and launch yourself headlong at Red Fang and its loyal troops. The speed and boldness of your attack wins you the first strike, and you wound both Gyax and Dracarim with an initial scything blow. They pull back to nurse their wounds, leaving a clear path of attack for the angry Gorgas. You take aim at its lower abdomen and launch a swift second strike, but your blow is deftly turned on the shaft of the Gorgas' mighty axe. The creature counter-strikes in an instant, catching you squarely in the chest with the pommel of its formidable axe. The force of this heavy blow sends you arcing backwards to land on a rocky ground. Bruised and gasping for breath, you scramble to your feet as the enemy moves in to finish you off. Aw, it's kinda cute. I like that armor. It looks good on him. Well, that was a good fight, y'all. This is a well-balanced, well-made game. Yeah, that was good. Even if I'd been at full health, that would have killed me instantly. So we're just going to, right away, set the difficulty to easy and see if that helps. No. Oh. Wow, it killed its friends. Huh. Well, that's easy mode. I still die before I actually get a chance to act. What a well-balanced, well-made game. Let's see if I can restore my health to full and see if that helps at all. I can try sneaking. Alright, I guess this is what we're gonna have to do. Store health to full. Let's try sneaking. I really want to gain more HP and I never do because all of the solutions to get more HP are fucking terrible. The problem is, you have to keep picking the red ones if you want your HP to raise, and all the red ones just get you killed. It's kind of ridiculous. Red Fang seethes with rage. Skillfully you exploit the creature's almost uncontrollable anger by deliberately provoking it to make a reckless attack. No talk, Chagor! Swamp Gyak! You shout with icy disdain. This insult hits its mark and tips the Gorgas over into a haze of red bloodlust. Screeching with spite, it strides toward you, switching its huge tail from side to side and swinging its mighty battle axe around its armored head. Gyax and Dracarim alike are startled by this unfettered reaction, and hurriedly they stand aside lest they fall victim to their leader's impetuous attack. Sure-footedly, you advance and take advantage of Red Fang's blind rage in order to strike the first blow. What's weird about FF2 is that there's also Saga, where it actually works correctly. Alright, I know they can't be stunned, so that sucks. I thought all of his friends stood aside. Not that it's gonna matter terribly much, but still. Guess we're gonna sunder his armor. So he's not immune to that. Okay. Good. Alright, go camo. Get some dodges in. Drink this potion. And get ready. Now he's gonna stomp. At least I assumed he was gonna stomp. Oh, come on! That's so frustrating. He's not, like, in a pose for it or anything. Let's set him on fire. And I guess summon Puppy. I'm also fond of when enemies aren't immune to my attacks. More dots, exactly. It's good advice. If brought across in a terrible, terrible way. Not much I can do with more stamina here, so... How about this? Drink this. $1 iced tea from McDonald's. You understand that because you used to play WoW. There, fuck that guy. Ah, fuck. Messed that up. That's fine. Because Puppy's gonna take him out, and that counts as my kill. Go Puppy! And crossbow. Add insult to injury. Really? There's more coming in now? Oh, this would have sucked on normal mode. Can you imagine finally beating that guy and then this fucking Chungus just walks in? Holy shit, fuck that. Waiting for Puppy to attack. Not gonna attack? Okay. And re-stunned him. Excellent. Alright, only one option, which is to set this man on fire. I sure am glad I'm done with that big... Oh, cool. Exactly. You get it. I think this'll finish him off, and if not, the fire will. Okay, that was the if not. And parry, just in case he comes out of it, and he did. And now we just finish him off. And get our MP back. I think that this game on normal mode might actually be impossible unless you do a full strength build, and that's kind of shitty. Akar, Garnet Pendant, Crossbow Bolts. Ooh, some real good crossbow bolts. Alright, well, that was the boss of the chapter, I believe, so let's switch difficulty back to normal again. As soon as the last of the enemy has fallen victim to your deadly blows, Leandra emerges from her hiding place and comes rushing to see if you're mortally wounded. She is both relieved and impressed to discover that you've survived such a testing fight. You are still recovering when Leandra beckons you to approach the Great Gate. And the fact that, like, regular enemies and mini-bosses are super easy on normal mode, and then the boss fights actually kill me in one hit is... I'm a little incredulous about that. Which Bad Road said incredulous, and then I said incredulous. Take the Chianti cube from your pack, she implores you. With caution, you retrieve the cube and slip it out of the Corlinium bag. You've won a major victory with indomitable courage and your mastery of steel. But if you wish to complete your quest, you will now have to prove that your wits are just as sharp as your combat weapon. Alright, trial and error time, y'all. Almost. Not quite, though. This one. Not quite once again. Very close. Which means nowhere near. No, it can't be that one. Gotta be this one, right? Yeah, there it is. It's all trial and error. Now that I've got that down, those shouldn't present too much of a challenge. You insert the cube and its face glows brightly. Then there's a loud reverberating noise of stone on stone as the great shimmering portal slowly grinds open. That's not grinding at all. That's very quiet. Wasn't kidding about slowly, though. Oh, it stopped. Hurriedly, you retrieve the cube and stow it in your pack. Achievement unlocked. What lies next? Carriage return, ? With bated breath, you stand with Leandra and watch as the great gate reveals its hidden secrets. Gate, show me your secrets. Reveal them to me. You have earned the right to feel proud of your achievements, for you have successfully opened the way to Vitag. That is some very awkward dialogue right there. Fighting your way through the Chianti tunnels to the enemy fortress is still a difficult and distant goal. You can only wonder about the many challenges you'll face before Leandra's prototype is found and secured, and the Sommerlanding border is made safe once more. Hey, we got HP! And we got our final Sommer Sword ability. Sunstorm. You plunge your Sommer Sword into the ground, causing discharges of divine fire to damage all enemies. We praise the sun. I know. I fucked it up. I hit, here we go. I hit Control, which is one of the keys I use to mute my voice. And that skipped the video, so we're gonna watch it here.
You approach the imposing gate. You are ready to make your way into the Chianti Temple. The lock of the great gate yields to the power of the cube. With a deafening rumble, the portal grinds open. A dark and ominous tunnel descends into a damp, unnatural gloom. You can but wonder what manner of horrors await you here.
Worth it. Alright, this seems like as good a time as any to take a quick BRB. There'll be an ad break that plays. Feel free to watch it or not. That is entirely up to you. But I shall return in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. And I return. Thanks everyone still with me. We're now in Book 3, Act 3, whatever you want to call it, the Chianti Halls. How's everyone doing? Still good, I hope. Limbs still heavy, and body aching from your battle with a massive Gorgaz. You've emerged through the portal. As you approach the shadows of a ruined temple, you're awed by its age and majesty in equal measure. Leandra, standing beside you, feels the same way. Her brow is creased with anxiety as she stares upon the ruins. This place, she tells you in a hushed voice. There have been legends about this place and the Chianti who built it for as long as anyone in Rongstarn can remember. Leandra peers into the darkness as she speaks. For centuries, Sommerlending adventurers have come to the sunken forest in the hope of finding the main entrance to the lost temple of the Chianti. From time to time, a villager could be persuaded to guide them through the forest to the temple ruins, though none of my kinfolk would ever dare venture further. She holds you with a steely gaze as she utters a chilling warning. Now, you must be extra careful, Lone Wolf. None of the adventurers who have entered the temple has ever been seen again. Very fiddly artwork. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Wow, Andy has also subscribed for 24 months. That's 2 years once again. That's so crazy to me. That's... wow. Holy heck, it's the 2-year... That means it's our 2-year anniversary too. Approximately. That means we started in February 2 years ago. As affiliates. Wow. And Gay Truck Juice. That is incredible to me. You steel yourself for the journey ahead. This place is a focus of immense spiritual power. Its energy hangs heavy around you, soaking you in its charged atmosphere. You detect the smell of ozone, like that which follows a violent electrical storm. Your attention is caught by nearby sounds of another sort. Physical noises that are coming from the portal that brought you here. Standing on the forest side of the gateway, you see a familiar pack of mountain wolves. Their alpha leader, a kindred spirit you know well, gazes up at you and instantly your minds meld. You sense that this place is anathema to his pack followers. Where you go now, you must go without them. One by one, the wolves slip away into the distant trees until only the leader remains. His gaze is soulful, expressive. You feel that your bond with him is now stronger than ever. Despite his pack's loathing of the temple, you sense that when you need them most, will come. Always. Alright, more Gay Truck Juice. Nice place. Guess we're in space somewhere. One for me, 9,999 for my homies. Here I was worrying about how the bit bar was empty, and we're getting 2-year celebrations here. That's fucking incredible. With Leandra following close behind, you make your way deeper into the temple. The tunnel ahead is widened, opening up into what appears to be a gallery. Sconces set into the walls illuminate areas of heavy engraving around them. A closer inspection reveals ancient writing and strange drawings. It's an examination Leandra is more than eager to perform. These inscriptions could give us an idea about what lies ahead. We could learn a lot about the purpose of this place, she says as she ponders the nearest set of glyphs. Just be quick and careful, you caution the curious girl as you keep your eyes fixed on the dark shadows between the flickering lights. These torches have not been burning very long. Whoever set them here may not be far away. I'll be quick and I'll be efficient too, she assures, glancing at you with a wry look before turning her full attention to the engravings. Well, thank you, Xenon, for helping to fill that up with 100 gay bits. Fine, I'll scout the way ahead. After all, we do not want to get ambushed here, no matter how useful or interesting the markings may be, you say as you move past Leandra, leaving her to examine the walls as you walk further down the long passageway. At first, the only sounds you hear are Leandra's studious mumblings behind you. But after a while, you've moved far enough past her that you can hear nothing but silence. You do not let the quiet lull you into complacency. Where the forces of the Darklands are concerned, things can change for the worse very, very quickly. Your intuition proves tragically correct when you hear low-pitched, rough, guttural voices in the distance. There are several figures moving in the darkness, and they're coming in your direction with haste. You hear breathless rasps, mixed with deep and harsh voices that leave you in no doubt as to who's approaching. It's a war party of Giox and Dracarim. Well, let's party. Out here. You notice the tunnel floor is slippery, and you devise a plan to take advantage of said slippy. Using your ranged weapon, you overthrow a brazier to hinder and wound your enemies. You evade the patrol with stealth, relying on your camouflage skills, or your wolf friend is still nearby. You summon him thanks to the animal kinship discipline. Alright, sure. The war party is large. Several of them approaching through the shadows are nearly upon you. You need to even the odds, and fortunately you are not without allies. Focusing for a moment, you call out mentally to the alpha wolf that chose not to abandon you. Your call is quickly answered. The Frostmart pack leader rushes into the light, snarling as he charges the nearest enemy with his fearsome fangs bared. The others, stunned at the impetus of the alpha wolf's assault, are vulnerable, but only for a few moments. Your companion is brave and tenacious, but he is knocked to the ground before long. Drawing your weapon, you move in to engage the enemies lest they rally and retaliate. Rally and re-ralliate. Hey, let's try out our... Oh. It costs 1950 Kai. That's fine. We can fix it. Let's do it. Let's try it out. Retaliate. There you go. Bring it on. Down. Then mash. Oh, and that's it. Alright. Bring this down on the middle guy's head. Now we're turned to this guy. Oh! Good stuff. This is going pretty well, I think. Let's stun this guy. And... whoops. Oh, there's another one. You motherfucker. Oh, there's two more. I see how this goes. Don't like it, but I see it. That elbow to the chin gets me every time. Yeah, we can camo here. Smack him around. Whacking and a smacking. Oh, I thought I hit that. Apparently I missed it. Which, okay, fine. I accept that. Rude. Mastered the technique. Excellent. Been hoping for that for a while. And crossbow finishes him off. Knock all the wind off a lizard. That's right. Right in his jaw. Alright. Powerful yet slow strike that inflicts high damage and triggers an additional attack. Lowers the cooldown on it. Excellent. Alright, we got some pine and some leather, some more knives, and some soup. Fryland broth. Leandra catches up with you shortly afterward. Apparently, the girl's been lucky. Her curiosity had driven her away from the main tunnel, and the enemy had unwittingly passed her by. She does not seem to care very much about the near miss, for she's consumed with excitement by something she's discovered. That's a pretty good quote there. I found an impressive bas relief. I'm sure it can tell us something valuable about the temple. Come on, I'll show you. Leandra leads you to a side chamber. The bas relief occupies most of the wall that you would not have readily spotted in the pitch darkness. She points to the top left portion of the depiction at a group of humanoid figures. They resemble craftsmen at work. Are they stone carvers? It looks like they're chiseling small cubes of stone. Leandra seems to know the answer. I think those are crystals, not stones. When I studied the cube I found, I finally managed to remove a facet. And a crystal shaped like that was what I found inside. Look here. She moves her finger to the top right part of the bas relief. More of those figures, and they're holding cubes in their hands.
Drop the bas relief!
That might be what they were doing here, crafting cubes, but it seems they were also busy with something else.
That might be what they were doing here, crafting cubes, but it seems they were also busy with something else,
you say as you look at what lies below these artisan scenes. The lowest part of the bas relief has been damaged by time and moisture, but you can still recognize the chilling scenes depicted here. They are macabre scenes of death and torture. Maybe these are warnings for trespassers like us, ponders Leandra, her enthusiasm fast waning. Or maybe they're more than just a warning. Could this be a record of what happened to this temple in days gone by? There's nothing to be gained by... Okay. It's not making it clear immediately who's talking. Or maybe they're more than just a warning. Could this be a record of what happened in this temple in days gone by? Like, that shouldn't have been the beginning of a new paragraph. That threw me off. There's nothing to be gained by such conjecture, you reply tersely. There is no point in us dwelling on their fate. We must push on regardless of who they were and what befell them. Alright, it's a safe place to meditate. We may as well take advantage. You've entered a large, dark chamber filled with piles of material. There are broken crates, split leather sacks, and mounds of metal in both ore and ingot form. This is where the Gyaks have been warehousing the objects looted from Rockstarn. Far across the chamber you spot a chest made of sturdy, dark wood banded with iron. Unlike most of the goods here, the chest is intact and has been set apart from the rest. Leandra has noticed it as well. Approaching it carefully, she calls out to you once she's within reach. It bears a symbol I've never seen before. It's definitely not a summer-lending mark or emblem. As soon as you get closer, you know the symbol for what it is. A Dracarim emblem denoting that the contents of the chest are of special importance. Whatever lies within must be valuable to the Dracareme, you tell Leandra, eyeing the lock. Valuable like my prototype, you mean? Her eyes widen with anticipation as you approach the chest and inspect the lock. Let's do it! Let's pick this motherfucker! Let's see if I can, no-scope this shit again. Nope, not even close. But we got there without breaking one. Picking the lock successfully has left the contents of this Dracareme chest intact. Unfortunately, there's no prototype here to be found. Leandra is disappointed, but readily she can see why the Dracareme cared enough to mark this chest as special. It contains powerful potions that could change the tide of a battle. As she inspects the vials, your eye is caught by a bundle of gyak hide. When you unfold it, you reveal the work of a Rockstar armorer contained within. Avenger. Meh. Got some king's leather, though. We will find it, Leandra, I promise. It will not elude us forever, you say, trying to keep her spirits up. With all this loot amassed here, I'd like to take a closer look, just in case... With all this loot amassed here, I'd like to take a closer look, just in case my prototype is somewhere amongst it all, she replies. You nod your approval. However, before you can warn her not to go running off alone, Leandra does precisely that. She disappears out of sight behind a large stack of machine parts heaped on the left side of the chamber. Then a slight movement on the far end of the vault grabs your attention. It's a gyak patrol, and they've not come here alone. Towering over them, you see the cruelly familiar features of a Gorgaz. Its clawed hands are wrapped around the hilt of a huge iron axe that rests on its shoulders. The great beast snarls as it lumbers behind the diminutive gyaks, and you cannot help but think that Red Fang was not the only exceptional Gorgaz assigned to guard this temple after all. The Gorgaz spots Leandra amongst the piles of loot and machinery. You see it lick its fang-filled maw as it holds her with its hungry, soulless eyes. She looks set to become the creature's newest victim unless you do something quickly to prevent it from alerting the gyaks to her presence. Cunningly, you taunt the Gorgaz. You look for a way to distract the Gorgaz and divert its attention away from Leandra. Or, you focus on a crate. Thanks to your mind over matter powers, you hurl it at the Gorgaz. So these guys just makes bags out of each other's skins, yes. I was ready this time. You reach out with your mind, grasping a nearby crate half full with brawn and ore. Though heavy, your desperation lends you the strength you need to lift it and hurl it across the chamber. It flies through the air, chunks of stone falling through its cracks, and it slams into the Gorgaz with all the force of a battering ram. The creature staggers from the blow, the gyaks around it shouting in shocked surprise as shards of the crate rain down on them. Before the patrol can recover, you must press home your advantage. Drawing your weapon, you leap from your cover and make a swift attack. Y'all, I have an idea. It involves a magic sword and fire. Well, I guess I have to drink this again. Fine with me. Didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. It's fine, though. It's fine. Absolutely fine. Now we go camo. Rend its armor. Fire a crossbow bolt. And hope that it attacks before camo wears off. And it does. So I'm pretty happy about that. Ah, it's attacking again though. Ugh. Takes a pretty good thunk on the head there. Oh, come on. Mean. Well, RNG's fucked us again. That's fine. RNG won't fuck us again. It wouldn't. It's like how in XCOM, raising the difficulty doesn't actually make the game harder, it just gives you more chances to arbitrarily die. Alright, let's just start off with this one instead. Does a little less damage, but it leaves that potion slot open. Well, that sucks. That sucks a whole awful lot. It's fine, we'll just summon Puppy. What we should have done in the first place. Puppy solves everything. Come on, take a swing. Thank you. So what do we do now? Rend armor? There we go. We don't got a lot of options at the moment. We'll just try and do some damage. I know he can't be stunned, so there's no point in using that. Well, let's just keep leveling this. Since it's the only main attack that we haven't mastered. Well, just fine, don't even worry. Oh shit. That's fine. Because I got this. And now we're not going to arbitrarily die due to RNG. Alright, Puppy, you can do it. Hit him. Hit him, Puppy. Good job. puppy did the thing. So the magic sword part worked out, but the fire part less so. There's some finest leather, more potions. I'm glad we're at least getting potions. Your final blow drops the Gorgaz and it crashes to the ground at your feet, cracking open the stone. No sooner has the echo of its fall faded than you're faced by a party of new enemies. Drawn by the clamor of your combat, a Drakkar at the head of the group of Gyaks comes rushing into the chamber. The Drakkar sees the fallen Gorgaz, and you sense his sudden hunger for glory. To be the one to kill the last of the Kai, to succeed where a mighty Gorgaz failed, this will surely make him a legend of the Darklands. The Drakkar orders his minions to move to surround you. The Gyaks raise their blades and close in for the kill. Before they reach you, the floor suddenly and violently collapses, swallowing you all. Dampen the impact by landing on the body of an enemy. I like the sound of that. Yeah, let's try and land on one of them. Plummeting, you do the only thing you can think of to break your fall. You reach out and grab the nearest Gyak. It howls in shocked surprise, but you're already falling when it tries to react. You twist as you drop, forcing the Gyak below you so that it is between you and the hard earth below. When you land, the impact is fierce enough to send you sprawling. But it's much worse for the Gyak. It dies instantly in a shallow crater of its own making. Unfortunately, the Drakkar and some of the Gyaks were able to survive the fall. By the time you're able to get on your feet, so have they. Some of them are visibly shaken by the fall, but there are those with their wits still about them. Determinedly, they retrieve their weapons and advance toward you. Not there. See, we're a little low on endurance. There we go, that looks pretty good. This one, dude. Cures bleeding, increases strength significantly, which I guess theoretically increases our damage. Oh, I'm bleeding. It's a good thing I equipped this thing that cures bleeding. Oh, why do they get the first round? No, don't care about that. Drink this. Then, use this. Then, do this thing. Oh, come on! What an asshole. Not supposed to dodge my attacks, that's bullshit. That's some tasty extra damage. That is a lot of extra damage. Let's pull this. So apparently 35 strength is in fact a lot of extra strength. I guess makes sense since we have like 16 base. Ah, rude. Right, we can take out the guy in the middle. This should do it. Ah, and restore all our MP. Man, I love that. I love that opportunity. And these two have to be about ready to attack me, so let's go camo. Of course, I'm wrong every single time I do this, so. $550 endurance. Alright, drink this. Just so you can backhand this guy. There we go. Good stuff. May as well, get my bumps in. Ah, not quite enough time. Oh, that's gonna hurt. It didn't hurt that bad. I guess I want to keep using quick attack till it's mastered in any case. Alright. That went pretty good. Pretty darn good. And we got some bread, some wood, some knives, you know, the usual. The Drakkar lies dead at your feet, his rattling last breath echoing miserably in the confines of this small chamber. The walls are now streaked with foul blood, the stone beneath too smooth to climb with ease, and now too slick to even attempt. Are you alive down there? Leandra's hesitant voice calls down from above. You see her peering through the hole made by the Gorgas that rather unceremoniously dumped you here. Despite your aches and pains, you offer her a reassurance. Well, that was unexpected, but I'm still standing. It's a shame you were not disposed to help me. You're not the only one engaged in a fight, my lord. Morgiacs came this way. They tried to seize me, but my crossbow paid to their plan. You can't help but recall the enemy's attempt to kidnap Leandra in the sunken forest. You did not know the reason at that time, but now you think about her connection to the prototype and it sends a shiver down your spine. For now, you can only be relieved at the outcome of the fight. So what do we do now? I admit, I do not like the thought of going it alone up here. The anxiety in Leandra's voice is unmistakable. Wherever we're headed, we should stay together. Jump, and I will catch you. That's most chivalrous of you, but I think you'd best stand clear. I can handle this myself. I'm not Ashley from Resident Evil 4. Leandra pauses for a moment as she looks for a safe landing spot. Then she jumps down with remarkable agility and grace, hitting the rocky ground nearby and rolling to a halt with little difficulty. You're impressed by her athletic accomplishment, and the girl acknowledges this with an unashamedly smug grin. I can't believe they have Resident Evil 4 in this world. I mean, it's a big hit everywhere. Leandra is still smiling as together you enter the narrow passage that leads away from the chamber and disappears into the darkness ahead. The tunnel floor has been worn smooth by the passing centuries. In several places it turns back on itself and becomes much narrower. You and Leandra can both make it through these narrow sections, but not with ease. At least we don't have to worry about the Gorgas here, Leandra says, offering a little levity to alleviate the strain of following this difficult, twisting route. At length, the narrow tunnel emerges into the side of a small cavern that's illuminated by a shimmering blue light. wary of what may await you here. You crouch down at the edge of the passage opening and survey the scene below. Quickly, you realize that the eerie light is being shed by dozens of blue crystals that are clustered all about the chamber. These clusters vary greatly in size. The floor of the iridescent chamber lies several feet below the opening to the passage. The walls are sheer, and you're considering how best to proceed when Leandra points to something below. "Look!" she whispers. "There's someone down there!" Leandra is correct. In the cerulean glow, you make out the shape of a human male. He's leaning against one of the large crystal clusters. He's not a Drakkar, of that I'm certain, you say, but then how did he get here in the first place? Then you hear a voice that resonates from a different part of the chamber, and you realize that there's more than one person here. Their words are muffled, but there's no mistaking their strong Sommerlanding accent. "Well, there's only one way to find out who they are," you say. "We'll have to go down into the chamber and make their acquaintance at first hand. I'll go down first. You stay here and cover me with your crossbow." So we can approach two men with weapon in hand, call out to the people in the chamber trying to reassure them, or not master this discipline. I say we call out. Better to approach on friendly terms, since they may be the only friendly faces in this entire temple. Give her a job that lets her fight, but from over there, yes. Shout out to the people in the chamber, y'all. Very nice. You take a deep breath and jump down from the edge of the passage and land with ease on the floor of the chamber below. Two men occupy this small cavern. They're clad in Sommerlanding clothes, but their garments are so worn out that it's a wonder they're still holding together at all. Most striking is the state of the men themselves. They're almost as thin and threadbare as their clothing. With a calming tone, you speak to them and try to assuage their fears. "Do not be alarmed. We will help you if we can. Although your weapons remain sheathed and you pose no obvious threat to them, they are absolutely terrified. Please don't hurt us!" they whimper, visibly trembling with anxiety. Whoever these men are, clearly they pose no threat to you and your companion. Confident in this knowledge, you signal to Leandra to holster her crossbow and come join you in the chamber. "Hail and well met!" The moment Leandra gets closer to them, she gasps in surprise. "Vaughn? Gunn? Is that really you?" She moves over to them, reaching out to touch them with a baffled look on her face. "It really is you! You're alive!" You stay close to her just in case you're wrong about the men being safe, but your caution is unnecessary. They tremble a little more, wary but willing to speak. "It is. Who are you?" the younger one asks hesitantly. "Do you not remember me, Gunn? We used to play with Darter, and you left with that expedition so many years ago. We thought you died." The man she called Gunn stares back blankly. "You, Leandra! Leandra, take me away! Take me away from the light! Shut it off, please!" Instinctively, your hand reaches for your weapon, but Gunn just falls down to his knees and holds his head in his hands. The other man comes between Leandra and Gunn, shaking his head with melancholy. He sighs heavily. "Everyone else from that expedition was lost, Leandra. Gunn and I were the only two survivors of this place. We only made it because we came here, and the door sealed shut behind us." As he speaks, Vaughn gestures to the room's only real feature, an ancient stone door covered in Chianti markings. "Once it closed, we were trapped in here. We were wounded, starving, close to death. We thought we'd pass away soon, but somehow we've not. Eventually, we lost count of time," he adds ruefully. "And poor Gunn has lost his mind as well." "Been here this whole time?" Leandra asks, her voice incredulous. "How have you survived without food and water? Who tended your wounds?" "This room keeps us alive somehow," Van answers. "We've not been hungry or thirsty since we got here. Our wounds healed too, just vanishing over time. We're safe here, but I've asked myself so many times if we should be grateful for that." "This place is a prison!" shouts Gunn. "We've tried so hard to open the blasted door, but there's no way. I thought you'd come to rescue us, yet now you're trapped as well. If I'd known it was you, I would have shouted, warned you somehow, and I'm sorry. Gunn turns his head as if seeing you for the first time. But who's this man, Leandra? Is he from Rockstarn as well? I am Lone Wolf, Earl of the Fryland. I will do everything in my power to open this door somehow, and see you both home. You have my word. He is, he's one rank under the Burger Earl of the Burgerlands. Our wounds disappeared over time. Shit, I sure hope so. Vaughn bows slightly, unsure about how to behave in your presence. You wave his concerns off, telling him he does not need to worry over formalities now. Your common goal is to find a way to leave this place. Meanwhile, Leandra is taking care of Gunn, who seems to have calmed a bit. Once he's still again, she addresses Vaughn. And you've been alone down here this whole time? Vaughn nods. Lately there have been noises past the door, but no one's ever approached from the way you two arrived. He looks back at the Chianti door, shivering again. Whoever's out there has tried to bash their way in a few times. Considering you know what's out there waiting for you, this news does not come as a surprise. Have you heard anything else, Vaughn? Just whatever keeps beating on the door is just one of many. Sometimes we hear whole groups moving outside, however, it seems they've given up now. It's been some days since we last heard them try and ram the door. What can you tell me about this door? You ask Vaughn. It looks to be our only way out. His grave expression does not offer you much room for a hope, but you still need to know everything he does. Once it closed behind us, we never got it to budge again. It weighs far too much for us to move, even working together with what few tools we had. There's some kind of hole in the stone, though, an intentional gap. Gunn's tried many times to put his hand in the opening, looking for a mechanism or a lock, but each time, all he got was a nasty sprain. Gunn sighs, sounding defeated. Each time, the blue light healed me, but we remain trapped all the same. And here's a picture of a bat. You examine the door for yourself and feel instantly relieved when you recognize the same geometric patterns you saw in the old hot spring mine. What's more, your Chianti cube starts vibrating inside the Corlinium bag. Perhaps all is not lost. This artifact may be the key to opening the door, something you lacked, you tell Vaughn. But using it may be dangerous. Keep your distance while I put myself to work. Vaughn is euphoric. He runs back to Leandra and Gunn as quickly as his worn-out bones will allow. Once he relays your words, Gunn looks at you with expectation. In his eyes, you see something you suspect has not been there in a very long time. Glimmer of hope. Alright, it's cube time! Let's cube this door! Is it flipping me off? Let's see. Oh, that's not right. This has to be it, right? No. This way? No, because if this goes up, that's not enough. Can't go up anyway. No? This way? No, that's still not right, because I still can't get just one oak. This is interesting. This is an interesting puzzle. The amount of things they've done with this single object, I'm very impressed. This is a very, very cool puzzle mechanic. Even if I don't think I'm that good at it. Do I get just one thing poking up. Problem. I need to be able to pull something out to the side. So then I need to get just one... Oh. This way. Let's do it. Ah, no. That's the first thing I tried. Shit. This way? No, that's still not going to do it. Need to look at each face of the cube to see which faces... Found it. Gotta look at each face of the cube and figure out which faces allow for one of the steps to happen. It takes some effort, but solving the riddle of the cube yields a great reward. The door that has trapped Van and Gunn in this chamber for years finally opens. With a low grinding noise, the immense stone slab splits and slides away, revealing a dark tunnel beyond. I'd resigned myself to stay here forever. You're truly a gift by Ishir, Fry Earl. Van exclaims exultantly. If you can just clear us a path to the surface, I can get us back to Rockstarn and you can have whatever you want from the supplies we have left. He gestures to a set of camp satchels. In fact, as long as I'm still here, I can help you myself. Whatever your gear needs might be, if I'm able. Go on, Leandra says quietly as she glances at the two explorers. Until the path is clear, they're not safe alone and they would only slow you down. She pats her crossbow and gives you a confident look. I'll be all right here. Be quick and make sure you get back in one piece. I'm glad he's the merchant. All our shit's breaking down. You take your leave of the villagers and step out of the chamber, heading into the darkness beyond. I mean, no, I don't. Actually, I stay here and buy things. Alright, let's sell off the hacker. Sell off our weakest crossbow bolt. And these throwing knives. And this arbiter. And these other throwing knives. And this avenger. And let's look at repairs. Get all them repairs done. Knife seller, I require your strongest knives! The only problem with that is I don't think you can handle my strongest knives. They're quite strong, you see. Alright, we need 2 superior leather and 1 finest leather to upgrade this. I don't think we need to upgrade the bag right now is all. We're actually doing pretty good on space lately. So let's see about upgrading Nailer and the Kai Mail. 3 ash, 2 superior steel. How about the armor? We need 2 more hardened Brawnin and 3 regular Brawnin. Do they have that? Aha! 2 hardened Brawnin. 3 regular run-of-the-mill Brawnin. And now we can upgrade our armor to maximum strength. Don't sell the Arbiter, it can recall and phase. Thank you. Very nice. I hope you're proud of yourself. Achievement unlocked, Kai Protect Me. Now, Nailer, 3 Ash, 2 Superior, 2 Steel. Let's see if we've actually got the money for that. 3 Ash, 2 Superior Leather. Is that right? Yeah, and then 2 Steel. Alright, well that's not too bad. Now we can upgrade. Excellent. And the backpack. 2 superior leather and 1 finest leather, sure. May as well. Upgrade backpack to level 2. Or 3, whatever. +2. And then not gonna upgrade it all the way yet. Garnet Pendant. Oh yeah, we should actually equip that, huh? Move our crafting supplies down. That's all the crafting supplies that we have left. We used all the rest? Alright. Well, that went very well. I'm very happy with that. They don't have a rest. Oh, yes, they do have a rest option. There we go. Get all of our HP MPSP back. Time is of the essence, and you can't waste any. Alright, we're reconnected. Sort of, maybe. Huh. That was very strange. Good job, Twitch. Yeah, we did not lose a single packet from what I can tell during that, so that is very much on Twitch's end. This is where I'm stopping anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to enter here and then hit quit. So I'll just do the outro real quick. That doesn't even have to go up on YouTube or anything. Yeah, that was fascinating. I'll refresh here so I can make sure shit's working as well as it appears to be. Y'all can hear me, right? I am on? Alright. That's like the glitch I had toward the end of my stream. I think so, yeah. Alright. Alright, yeah, thanks everyone for coming. That's the end of that. Twitch has decreed. And by that I mean it was the end of that anyway. But Twitch had a funny glitch, just a funny jokey glitch there. It was a good prank. It was a good prank, Twitch. I'm laughing. Oh, fucking hell. So, let's go over the schedule real quick. Tomorrow is Christy with Hollow Knight. It's the last or second to last stream of that, I do believe. The ending's pretty amazing. Definitely. Y'all tune in. We want to say something? Alright. Sorry about that. Tuesday is Andrea with more Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. Wednesday is Community Day with the last part of Claw Chapter 3. Thursday will be Alice with more Final Fantasy IX. Friday will be Katie with more Chook and Sausage Walk the Plank. And Sunday's back around to me with more fun Twitch pranks and Joe Deaver's Lone Wolf, the video game where you are the hero. Oh, I should have had the music going. There, now you've got the pretty music. So thank you so much, everyone, for your support. I can't believe we've been doing this for 2 fucking years. That's incredible. But thank you all so much for your support throughout that time. It's been amazing. And you all have been amazing. 2 years. Wow. We should celebrate or something. I don't know. Some kind of... I'm celebrating right now. That's me. Alright. Follow our stream team. They are listed below here on the page at truck.community and are all wonderful streamers who deserve your time and attention. My name is Zoo. I hate video games. Give my regards to the next frog you meet.